थोड़ी देर में ही शुरू करेंगे। Everybody, please have a seat. We are about to begin. Please, students congregated in the middle aisle, please have a seat. Those of you just walking in, SAHSOL is on this side, School of Education on this side. Please hurry up and take a seat so that we can begin the program for today. I see पीछे लोग कुछ खड़े हैं, प्लीज आप अपनी सीट पर बैठ जाएं। Okay, everyone, can I please have your attention? I'm really excited to open the program for today. First up, I would like to call upon stage Dr. Faisal Bari from the School of Education.
Assalamu alaikum ji. It is tremendous pleasure that we are here today to celebrate graduation of the batches of School of Education and the School of Law. School of Education के लिए ये इसलिए भी ख़ास graduation है कि हमारा जो एग्जेक्टिव एमफिल का प्रोग्राम है उसका पहला बैच ग्रेजुएट कर रहा है और they'll be joining the alumni of obviously the MPhil Education Leadership and Management program. So suddenly हमारा batch size उसकी वजह से double. And of course there's a much bigger batch size for the law school this year as well than compared to last year. अच्छा आज सारा दिन आप लोगों को काफ़ी तकारीर मिलेंगी जिसमें लोग आपको कहेंगे कि अब ये the world is your oyster, you have to go and make your way. ये सब बातें बहुत important हैं because it's a very important milestone right now. आप लोगों ने 2 साल और आपके 5 साल माशाल्लाह यहाँ लगे हैं जिसमें बहुत कुछ सीखने का मौका मिला है. शायद आपको इस बात का यकीन हो ना हो, it takes a tremendous amount of effort to do the work of education. मुझे याद है जिस वक्त when I did my PhD and came back, तो मेरे वाले साहब ने I started working at LUMS. This is my first job and the only job for the last many decades. तो उनका ख्याल था कि ये तालीम में बस सुबह गए क्लास पढ़ाई आ गए तो ये तो बड़ी अच्छी नौकरी है, पर काफ़ी ज़्यादा अरक रेज़ी करनी पड़ती है क्योंकि वो जो कहावत भी है ना, it takes a village to raise a person. It actually takes a lot more than a village. The amount of effort that goes into making of the programs, the courses, how they are get structured, what is it that we want to talk about in the classes, whether you are here for 2 years or 5 years. That's a lot of effort. But the fruit of that effort, the entire output, depends now on you. आप इस तालीम के साथ क्या करते हैं, आप अपना सफ़र कैसे शेप करते हैं, what do you aim for, and how do you go about pursuing your dreams. And with your dreams obviously are tied the dreams of many other people. Not just your family, not just your community, but this entire country and way beyond. We're all part of a larger humanity now, and each one of our efforts are going to determine how the future is going to be shaped. Climate change सही होना है या नहीं, हर बच्चे को तालीम मिलनी है या नहीं, हर शहरी को बेसिक राइट्स हकूक़ मिलने हैं या नहीं, इन तमाम चीज़ों का फ़ैसला, इन तमाम चीज़ों की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी हम सब पे आएगी और आप पे ज़्यादा आएगी. जवानों को पीरों का उस्ताद कर. तो अब वक्त आपका है. हम में से बहुत सारे अपनी इनिंग्स खेल चुके हैं. Now, I just want to address the School of Education students for a moment, but I think this applies generally as well. You have chosen the field of education, or the education field has chosen you. Either way, this is an area where your impact is going to be felt by generations to come. You're going to shape the minds, the bodies, the ideas of the future. वो आप क्लास में भी करेंगे, क्लास से बाहर भी करेंगे. Your role as a teacher, administrator, education leader is going to be determinative for many, many children. मेरी 6 साल की बच्ची है, मैं उसे कहता हूँ कि ये इसका चीज़ का प्रोनाउंसिएशन ये है, तो वो आगे से कहती है नहीं मेरी टीचर ने ये कहा है, आपको क्या पता। टीचर का एक मकाम, टीचर की एक जगह है। आप सब टीचर हो ना हो तालीम से मुंसलिक आई होप रहेंगे, तालीम में काम करेंगे और शेप करेंगे उस फ्यूचर को जो इन बच्चों के ज़रिए आता है। आई थिंक आप हिस्टोरिकली भी देखें, मेरे ख्याल में दिस प्रोफेशन, दिस एरिया माइट नॉट हैव रिटर्न्स लाइक डूइंग एन MBA और इवन लॉ फॉर दैट मैटर, बट जो असल रिटर्न इसका है, जो आप हर साल उन बच्चों के चेहरे पे देखेंगे जिनको आप पढ़ाएंगे, उन वालदैन की आंखों में देखेंगे। मैं एक साल में अपनी बच्ची को ट्रांसफॉर्म होते देखा है स्कूल में जाके, और वो सारी मेहनत उन तमाम टीचर्स की थी जिन्होंने उसके साथ वक्त गुजारा, जिन्होंने उसको पढ़ाया, उसके साथ खेले, और यही चीज़ आप सबके लिए भी है। So the returns in this field are way greater than anything you can right now imagine. But what will it require? It will require a tremendous effort with honesty, with integrity, a tremendous effort. And that is something that I hope all of you are ready for and are gearing up for. Last but not least, I do want to thank and applaud the effort of all the parents here. पिछले 3 साल जो मैं डीन रहा हूँ, न जाने कितने स्टूडेंट्स के साथ इंटरैक्शन में ये चीज़ें डिस्कस होती रहीं कि कैसे तालीम 2 साल की कैसे करनी है, कैसे पूरी होगी, फ़ीस के मसले और बाकी चीज़ें, घर वालों के साथ जो हो रहा है, बाकी इंटरैक्शंस। इसमें कोविड भी आया, इसमें और भी बहुत चैलेंजेस आए, इकोनॉमिक चैलेंजेस भी आए। But what an amazing effort that was put in by all of the parents, all of the supporting people around all of you, that you've been able to come here. वो किसी ने खूब कहा था ना कि I see far, मैं दूर तक देख सकता हूँ, because I'm standing on the shoulders of giants. वो giants ये आपके इर्द गिर्द हैं, आपके वालिदैन, आपके असातिज़ा। और अब आपका वक्त है, आपने अपने कंधे फराहम करने हैं उन लोगों के लिए जो आगे आएंगे। ये अब आपका काम है, इससे सरफ़े नज़र नहीं हो सकता। हाँ, कोशिश ज़रूर कीजिएगा और भरपूर कोशिश कीजिएगा। So in the end, let me once again congratulate you all. What a tremendous effort, what a tremendous achievement. Something, this 5 or 2 years or the amount of time you spend in schools, you will see this will remain formative forever. Not just in terms of friendships that you have formed, the peer groups that you are part of, but also for all the learning. आज से 10 साल बाद भी, 15 साल बाद भी आपको कभी याद आया करेगा, हाँ ये उस वक्त बात हुई थी, अब समझ में आया कि क्या उसका मतलब एक और क्या था। So wishing you the very best and hoping that you will keep coming back to your institution, LUMS. You will keep coming back and allowing us to see your growth and now to learn from you. The very best of luck. It gives me great pleasure to welcome and ask Dr. Sadaf Aziz to come, the Dean for the Law School, to address the students.
Assalamu alaikum, ladies and gentlemen, members of the Management Committee, the Honorable Provost, other faculty members from SOE and SAHSOL, students, graduates, and families. Welcome to the graduation ceremony of the class of 2023. So I wanted to start actually by offering a thanks to Dr. Bari. We've been hearing all sorts of, as he mentioned, sort of invocations for how to be after your graduation, what kind of a milestone this is, the kinds of limitless opportunities, as well as the challenges that you're going to face. All of you may not know this, but Dr. Bari, who has been the second dean of the School of Education, is stepping down this year from his position as dean, but continues, of course, to have an affiliation with both the School of Education as well as the School of Humanities and Social Sciences. Dr. Bari, so my thanks is a very personal thanks, because when I stepped into the role of dean, he has provided immense mentorship and guidance. And he has been an inspiration in terms of the kinds of care, attentiveness to student welfare, new programs, initiatives out in the community, precisely how to map and plan for those and do those in a way that are very attentive to, you know, economies of scale, to them being rational, to them actually yielding the kinds of results that are required. And more so than that, Dr. Bari is an immense professional. So he has a grand reputation, of course, on the basis of his being an economist of great repute. He writes a weekly column for Dawn, and many of you will have seen, and I hope that you will continue to note, that this column, which has historically been one of investigating economic developments, educational policy and its enactment, has more recently taken on a conversational tone. And it's taken on a tone where he is speaking to other young people across the country, many of whom will not have had the benefit of the kind of education that you've had here at LAMS. He's advising them on where to go for internships, what to seek in internships, and some very basic ethical parameters of how to live in common and community with each other. So if all of you have not read last week's column, I really strongly advise कि सब वो पढ़ें, जिसमें the kind of sacred cows of things that are supposed to dictate to us one good, one right, and, you know, castigate those who do not follow those, are very deeply challenged and shown up as being problematic. So again, thank you to Dr. Bari, and I would say that when you think of these grand sort of possibilities, also have in mind these kinds of exemplary individuals who you can help to, or who can help you to model the possibilities of what you can do with this outstanding education that you have received. So thank you again, Faisal, and thank you to all of the faculty members across both of these schools. I also wanted, and I hope that many of you have had a chance to say a thanks to all of the staff members who have been attentive to so many of your needs over these years. Also, so across both of these schools. And most of all, I think we all have to, जैसे कि Dr. Bari ने कहा था, कि the shoulders of giants, our parents, our families, the great opportunities that they provided. And my thank you, and I think the thanks of all of us as faculty and members of the LUMS community for allowing your children to become a part of our village and our tribe, and for allowing us to get to know them and to continue to know them through the years that they will make great strides in whatever fields that they choose. So thank you to all the parents for being here and for sharing in their children with us. So I just wanted to say very quickly that the opportunities, of course, that have been provided to you as LUM students and graduates, of course, are unparalleled. And you've heard a great deal about that, you've seen videos about that, and you're quite aware of it. But really, the conditions of possibility, it came home to me a few weeks ago as we hosted a gathering of law instructors from across the country who came here so that we could discuss pedagogies, we could discuss course design, we could discuss, in fact, the challenges that we face in different institutions across the country for offering quality legal education. the conditions of possibility, actually, that became very clear for me to understand about what we are afforded here at LUMS. The differences are stark in terms of what opportunity you all, structure you all begin with. From library resources to the compendiums of materials that previous generations of faculty have put together, even the students that you encounter in your classrooms, all of the other resources, the physical facilities, the sports facilities, all of that is on the back, again, of a great deal of effort that is put in, but also of the communal endeavor of putting together this educational enterprise. And I think it's wonderful that, you know, it continues to afford these opportunities so for so many of you, and really lands you in a way in the legal field, certainly, and we hear more and more from legal employers that their first go-to really are LUMS graduates. So I think that both you are given a great opportunity structure, but with your hard work, of course, you learn to, as somebody this morning said, paddle with both rows. And so keep yourselves, of course, on that straight line. But also beyond that, you enter a field now, as I said, that both legal employers as well as people from across all sorts of disciplines look to LUMS graduates. And that really has to do with the fact that so many of the alumni, your predecessors, have far surpassed any of the expectations we had of the kinds of excellence that they would achieve in their relative domains out in the field over these many years. So not only do you have a soft landing in terms of opportunities through the alumni networks and things of that sort, but you also have the guarantee of continuing mentorship and opportunities, and we hope, of course, that you will give back in those ways in the years to come. Now this class, again, and it's been touched upon, you have very specific distinctions. One being, of course, that you are for the law school, the largest graduating class. So at 89 graduating students today, that is a considerable addition to this field wherein you are making a greater and greater impact. Another distinction you have is that you started the earliest part of your degree with us in the time of COVID. And we were online, and not only, and so you were very, you cooperated a great deal, but you also pushed back. And I have to say that that was always wonderful for us because we were treading in new waters. We had very little idea of how to tailor our courses in this wholly new format. And the fact that you were vocal, you were organized, you provided us with guidance about what you further needed really bodes well for your futures, of course, as advocates. The last thing that I'd like to say in terms of what distinction you have as law graduates particularly is the fact that you are the first group of students to go through a wholly new curriculum. And that curriculum has been tailored so that you at an earlier stage, before you step out into your professional lives, have an ability to deepen your understanding of particular areas in which you have an aptitude and an interest. And I think that that has been bearing fruit. I've had the pleasure of having conversations with many of you over the last few days where you have expressed both boundless enthusiasm for your chosen kinds of areas of employment and further development. And that has tread all sorts of fields. So many areas which we conventionally associate with legal practice, so as litigators in corporate practice, as civil, going into the field of civil practice. But then also many others who are going into management consultancy, many of you who are considering research and lives as academics. So the diversity of things, many of you have said to me that we're moving away from the law when you've named those latter options. But I'd just like to tell you that the tent of law is pretty broad. So if you think that you're moving away from law because you're going into consultancy or public policy, you're actually not. There are deep integral skills that you have developed in your legal education that you will be deploying and which will be allowing you to deepen further skills as you advance in your careers. So I just want to suggest a few very small set of things. Again, in the list of further things that you can do beyond being here, of course, you will align your career aspirations and go forth into domains of your chosen endeavor, and you will seek success, and I hope not to a great extent, but the great proxy of success, which is wealth. But I hope that there will be other things that will drive you. One is that you should always enjoy the journey. Perhaps that is the biggest cliche out there, that there is no point of arrival, but it's very hard to forget that, or it's very easy to forget that, and to be driven towards large goals that are out there that you have defined for yourself. But along the way, every day really matters. Every interaction that you have, everything that you learn. One other thing that I'd like to really suggest, and this is, again, one of those things that we hope that you have inculcated these habits to this point, but if you haven't, it's never too late to start, which is to read broadly. Don't just read things that have to do with the preparation of cases or with your next assignment, but read broadly. Read across disciplines, read fiction. The more you can bring diverse perspectives and different sorts of, touchstones of experience into your world, the better off you'll be. Because I think, if we end with this idea that law as certainty is something that only exists on the books. All of you know now, in your 5 years of education here, that there is no certainty in the law, that the law is an ever-changing thing, and the only thing that is certain about law is that it is perhaps the best tool we know to manage diversity, to manage difference, to manage plurality. And that is what you should be practitioners of, is that kind of management of difference. And therefore, the greater number of touchstones you have of other worlds and insight into other people's lives and insights into different conditions, the better a lawyer you will be, the better a citizen you will be. So with that, I'd like to just introduce Dr. Pervez Hassan, who will say a few words, who is a senior advocate at the Supreme Court. And I won't say too much because I learn over and over again that his reputation far exceeds the bounds of this school and university. And many of you will know him both as a great benefactor of education across this city with many institutions which enjoy his patronage, but also as a very highly reputed environmental law advocate and lawyer. So Dr. Pervez Hassan, if you'd like to say a few words.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I really want to begin my salutation with addressing the parents, because this day belongs to them more than any of us. They have produced this extraordinary group of students in the School of Education, the School of Law, that will be the source of pride for this institution for all times to come. So a big thank you to the parents, congratulations to the students, a remarkable day for me that I'm sharing this pleasure, this excitement with you, with the Vice Chancellor, with the Rector, with my colleague Sama Khwaja, and of course the two distinguished deans that preside over this convocation, my friend Faisal Bari and Sadaf, who just gave that generous introduction about me. देखिए, आज सारे दिन में आपने वाइस चांसलर की तकरीर सुनी, आपने की नोट स्पीकर की तकरीर सुनी, आपने फैसल बारी साहब की तकरीर सुनी, सदफ की तकरीर सुनी, and each of them really has appreciated this extraordinary opportunity that this institution has had of nurturing, of mentoring, of educating such a dedicated and such an exciting group of students as are present here. I really don't want to spend more time on giving advice because I think वो डिग्रीज़ भी अवार्ड होनी है और वो पीछे चाय का भी इंतज़ाम है, मगर मैं 2-3 मुख्तसर बातें आपसे कह दूँ और वो मुझे बैठे बैठे ख्याल आया. फैसल बारी ran his life, Sadaf dispensed wisdom in her remarks, and I practiced law in Pakistan for 55 years, and if I start talking about my law practice, we'll be here till the cows come home. But I'll be very brief. My advice for both School of Education and law: hard work and integrity. To lawyers I say, try to be the best lawyer that practices law where you are. And I say more, it's not good enough to be the best lawyer. And that's the experience of my life. You've got to be a respected lawyer. And a respected lawyer is the best lawyer who commands respect because of the ethics, because of the integrity he brings into his profession. मेरी ज़िंदगी में मैंने बेतहाशा वकील देखे हैं जो बहुत काबिल, जो बहुत मेहनती, and I will call them good lawyers, I will call them best lawyers. But there's a different class, and the different class is the lawyer who is good, who is the best, but who enjoys the respect of the community, of the judges, of society, and that's the most precious gift that can come to you in your life. तो अच्छा होना एक चीज़ है, मगर अगर एक जज ये कहता है कि साइमा ख्वाजा ने मेरे सामने ये बात की और साइमा ख्वाजा हमेशा दुरुस्त बात करती है, तो that is the respect that I think you are looking for. That's the respect you're looking for. दूसरी बात, always try to specialize. Do not ever be a generalist. When I graduated as a lawyer, I'll be very candid, the choice I had of being a pleader of the High Court, that's what we were called at that time, or being a teacher, वो शायद 500 रुपये तनख्वाह थी या 600 रुपये तनख्वाह थी, और किसी लॉ स्कूल में ये कल्चर नहीं था कि फुल टाइम टीचर्स हों, पार्ट टाइम टीचर्स आते थे. There was no legal scholarship. So today the choices that each of you in the law school have is not only to go into the lawyer profession as an advocate, but the academic world is open to you. And for that, I would encourage publishing, writing, whatever you do in life. You know, if you want to be a step ahead of the others, do that which they are not doing. And if you start commentating on issues before society and getting them published first as op-eds in newspapers and later in scholarly law review articles. So you will be a shade ahead of your contemporaries. मैं स्पेशलाइजेशन की बात इसलिए कर रहा हूँ कि जब मैंने वकालत लाहौर में शुरू की तो मैंने फैसला किया, and that's what I've been recommending to every group that I address from this forum, dream big. तो मेरी ख्वाब आज से 55 साल पहले ये थी कि मैं एक कॉर्पोरेट लॉयर, एक बिजनेस लॉयर, एक सेठों का वकील मैं बनना चाहता हूँ। और मैं आपको बता दूँ कि उस वक़्त कॉर्पोरेट लॉ, बिजनेस लॉ बिल्कुल कोई चीज़ नहीं थी। एक वकील उस वक़्त लाहौर में इस फील्ड में रोज़ी नहीं कमाता था। बट मैंने फ़ैसला किया कि इस मुल्क में इन्वेस्टमेंट्स आएंगी, कारोबार बढ़ेगा और दीवानी फौजदारी मुकदमों के अलावा एक बिजनेस लॉयर की ज़रूरत होगी। अब अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ क्या हुई, एंड आई वांट टू बी वेरी हरिड ऑन दिस, टेक डिसीजंस इन योर लाइफ that respond to the pulse of your generation. Don't think of what your seniors have told you. मैं अपनी मिसाल देता हूँ कि जब मैं वापस आया और मैं कॉर्पोरेट लॉ करना चाहता था तो मैंने फैसला किया कि मैं छोटा सा दफ्तर एक वपडा हाउस में ले लूँ। जजेस, वकील, दोस्त और सारे खैर ख्वाह कि देखो जी पागल हो गया है, ये वपडा हाउस से दफ्तर लै रहे हैं, मंडी ते फेन रोड है या मजंग रोड है तो सारे वकील तो वहाँ बैठते हैं, तो ये वहाँ क्या करेगा। बट आई न्यू देयर वाज समथिंग दैट आई वाज ब्रिंगिंग टू द टेबल दैट आई माइट नॉट बी एबल टू डिलीवर इन मजंग रोड और ऑन टेपल रोड और ऑन प्रोडक्ट रोड। तो उस दफ्तर में, और ये मेरी आखिरी कहानी है, उस दफ्तर में within the first year 2 persons walked into my office, बड़ी सी पग पहनी हुई, कि वकील मैं तेनू सीशन लेके जाना है। Now you may not understand this, I did not. बच्चे ने एक गलती कर दी है ते ओदे ते कत्ल दा मुकदमा हो गया है। Session is the session court. So he came to engage me to take me to the session court in Sheikhupura, and he offered me, because I was in a big building, Wapda House, he offered me a professional fee of 10,000 rupees. उस वक़्त टोयोटा कोरोना 18,000 की आती थी। Now I had decided in my life, and I was focused, कि मैंने फौजदारी मुकदमा नहीं करना. I want to be a corporate lawyer. And that's where the determination and the specialization comes in. He said, वकील तू पारा देना पे, मैं तेनू 15 भी दे दूँगा. So here was the lifetime opportunity. I could have walked out of my office with 15,000 rupees and probably bought a Toyota Corona. But I stuck to my decision. I stuck to my decision. And I shared this story with Khalid Ranja, a distinguished colleague of mine, Dr. Khalid Ranja. He did his doctorate in business law, came to Pakistan, wanted to be a business lawyer. A opportunity like this came into his office. A fee was offered, उसने accept कर ली, वो मुकदमा जीत गया और उस इलाके में मशहूर हो गया कि फौजदारी मुकदमा ही अच्छा. So that was the beginning of a criminal lawyer, and the business law never came to his life. So avoid the temptations that come your way if your determination is there. So specialization, I think, is something that I recommend to you. And in addition to an academic career, there's so many opportunities that the lawyers particularly have. You know, there are regulatory agencies, there's the monopoly control authorities, there's the Security Exchange Commission, there's the Competition Commission, there's NEPRA, each one of them looking for leadership from lawyers. So the world is at your feet, the opportunities are limitless, the brand and the prestige that you get from a degree from lums you will find helpful to you in life. So meri duaएं, my best wishes, all the goodness of life I hope awaits you. और जाने से पहले मैं कहूँगा कि आखिरी मशवरा, be a good lawyer, be the best lawyer, but certainly try to be the respected lawyer. But if you get to be the respected lawyer, you will have done what I'm about to say. Always try to be a good human being. That's the bottom of everything that you have to be in life. अगर आप इंसान अच्छे हैं, अगर आप you are worried about or sensitized about issues in life, in the country, and you're a good human being, and you're hardworking, you've chosen a special field, and you have such magnificent support system like your parents here, and you have been educated at LUMS. The world is at your feet. Take it. God bless you.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Congratulations to all the graduating students of Syed Ahsan Ali and Syed Maratib Ali School of Education and Shaikh Ahmad Hassan School of Law. We will now begin with the degree conferral of students of the Standard MPhil Education Leadership and Management Program. To begin with, I am glad to share the recipient of Shaila and Tahir Andarabi Leadership and Service Award. The award goes to Anushe Atiq. Anushe will also receive a check of Rs 100,000 from Shaila and Tahir Andarabi. Anushe has also graduated on Dean's Honor Roll. Maria Nasir graduated on Dean's Honor Roll. Maria is also the recipient of Capstone Distinction Award. Ramin Bhatt. Ramin has graduated on Dean's Honor Roll. Tuba Khurram. Tuba has graduated on Dean's Honor Roll. Tuba is also the recipient of Capstone Distinction Award. Nageen Rizwan. Nageen has graduated on Dean's Honor Roll. Rehana Qazi. Rehana has graduated on Dean's Honor Roll. Rehana is also the recipient of Capstone Distinction Award. Aima Zahir. Amina Rashid. Amna Ansari. Anam Masood. Anam is also the recipient of Capstone Distinction Award. Aiza Ahmad. Aiza is also a recipient of Capstone Distinction Award. Aisha Noor. Aisha is also a recipient of Capstone Distinction Award. Hadia Asim. Hadia is also a recipient of Capstone Distinction Award. Hafiz Muhammad Hassan Siddiqui. Hafsa Qasim. Hafsa is also a recipient of Capstone Distinction Award. Halima Sarfaraz Khan. Hamza Naveed. Hamza is also a recipient of Capstone Distinction Award. Who is she? She's not here. Jannat Riaz. She's also not. Khan Mohammed. Mahiru Adnan. Mahroz Jahan Ashraf. Naila. Nemal Sohail. Nemal is also a recipient of Capstone Distinction Award. Natasha Khan. Natasha is also a recipient of Capstone Distinction Award. Noorul Ain. Noorul Ain Suhail. Palvasha Khanam. Palvasha is a recipient of Capstone Distinction Award. Ramisha Yaqub. Ramisha is also a recipient of Capstone Distinction Award. Sadia Ahmad. Saima Rosina. Sajjad Haider. Salma Idris. Sara Amjad. Sara is the recipient of Capstone Distinction Award. Shireen Fayaz. Zainab Chaudhary. VC now, okay. 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 Um, yeah. Now I would like to call Dr. Arshad Ahmad, Vice Chancellor, Lahore University of Management Sciences, to confer the degree for Executive Education Leadership and Management Program. We will now begin with the degree conferral of the students of Executive MPhil ELM. We are pleased to announce the recipient of Shaila and Tahir Andarabi Leadership and Service Award. The award goes to Maliha Amin. Maliha will also receive a check of Rs 100,000 from Shaila and Tahir Andarabi. She has also graduated on Dean's Honor Roll. And she is also a recipient of Capstone Distinction Award. Rafia Hussain. Rafia has graduated on Dean's Honor Roll. Rahma Amjad. Rahma has graduated on Dean's Honor Roll. Rahma is also a recipient of Capstone Distinction Award. Manahil Baran. Manahil has graduated on Dean's Honor Roll. Afshan Chaudhary. Amreen Awais. Amreen is a recipient of Capstone Distinction Award. Anoop Tahir. Aisha Khan. Hassan Jamil. Irfan Asif Afraz. Mariam Gul. Mehrunissa Masood. Mehrunissa is a recipient of Capstone Distinction Award. Yeah, it's inside it. It's inside it. Okay. Nadia Ehsan Sajid. Nimra Asmat. Nausheen Hassan. Rabia Malik. Sure.
So we've been requested कि यहाँ पेरेंट्स को और सिबलिंग्स को किया है, वहाँ हस्बैंड्स को भी थैंक यू कर दें. हमारे बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स के हस्बैंड्स भी हैं. So a big thank you to all the husbands also.
Rimsha. Samina Sarwar. Samina is recipient of Capstone Distinction Award. Shaji Ahmad. Uneza Amber. Usman Shafkat Chima. Chattha, sorry. Usman is also recipient of Capstone Distinction Award. Uzma Qureshi. Uzma is the recipient of Capstone Distinction Award. Wajiha Waheed. And lastly, Zainab Salman. We will now begin with the degree conferral of the students of law school. I would also like to request the parents and the students of School of Education to please remain seated. Thank you, Dr. Bari, and thank you, Dr. Arshad.
Hi, Assalamu alaikum everyone. Students, parents, grandparents, siblings, husbands, wives, and casual acquaintances. Congratulations. We're going to begin the conferral on our largest graduating class at the law school, and I'm very pleased to begin our conferrals, starting with Mr. Muhammad Talha Riaz. Mr. Riaz is the overall first position in the major, the recipient of the National Management Foundation Gold Medal, and has an award of high distinction. Also with the award of high distinction, Ms. Ana Ahmad. It was Ana, right? Sorry? Ana Ahmad is right?
What did you say?
Ana Ahmad?
Anna.
Goddamn. Oh. Sorry. With the award of high distinction, Mr. Bilal Hanif. And with high distinction, Ms. Hania Chana. And with With an award of high distinction, Ms. Marha Fatma. And with an award of high distinction, Mr. Muhammad Rafe. And with an award of high distinction, Mr. Syed Tathir Ali Shah Kazmi. And with an award of distinction, Mr. Amar Lal. Also with an award of distinction, Mr. Ashraf Ali. With an award of distinction, Ms. Ikra Usman. With an award of distinction, Mr. Muhammad Ibrahim Abro. And with an award of distinction, Mr. Muaz Aslam. Also with an award of distinction, Mr. Muhammad Haider Khan. With an award of distinction, Mr. Muhammad Sameed. With an award of distinction, Mr. Muhammad Usama Shahid. Also with an award of distinction, Mr. Muhammad Zarak Asad Khan. Congratulations. With an award of distinction, Mr. Namir Saeed Patel. Congratulations. With an award of distinction, Ms. Roma Fatma Qayyum. And with an award of distinction, Ms. Zuleikha Adnan. Ms. Amna Sheikha. Congratulations. Ms. Amna Noor Aslam. Also graduating Mr. Abdul Rahman and Mr. Abrez Usman. Congratulations. Mr. Abu Bakr Imtiaz. Mr. Adnan Mushtaq. Mr. Ahmad Ali Naim. Mr. Ahmed Ishaq Khan. Mr. Ahmed Zishan. Ms. Ayman Butt. Ms. Ayman is General Secretary of Photo Lums and would like to dedicate her degree to her beloved brother and her parents. Also graduating but not with us today is Mr. Alisha Nawaz Khan Niazi, Ms. Anusha Farooq is not here, Mr. Chaudhry Muhammad Amar. Mr. Danial bin Tanveer. Mr. Haider Ali. Mr. Hamza Iqbal. Mr. Hamza Nasir Warsi. Ms. Harim Godel. Mr. Hashir Hassan. Mr. Hasnan Munir. Ms. Hira Ibrahim. Ms. Hamna Akif. Ms. Iman Naveed. Mr. Inamur Rahman. Mr. Irfan Ahmad. Mr. Junaid Naim Khan Niazi. Mr. Keher Khan. Ms. Khadija Beg. Mr. Kumail Ali Qureshi. Ms. Larib Sajid. Ms. Larib Shakat. Ms. Mariam Noon. Mr. Mahmood Ahmed, who's not here. Ms. Minahil Tariq. Ms. Minahil Wasim. Mr. Muhammad Hussain Qazi. Mr. Muhammad Salman Iqbal. Mr. Mubashir Hussain. Mr. Muhammad Abdullah. Whoa. Popular. Mr. Muhammad Abu Bakr. Well done, well done. Mr. Muhammad Daniel. Mr. Muhammad Farhan. Mr. Muhammad Ahmad. And because two Muhammad Ahmads are better than one, Mr. Muhammad Ahmad. Mr. Muhammad Ahmad Alam Khan. Mr. Muhammad Mateen Malik. Mr. Muhammad Musa. Oh, no? Mr. Muhammad Muzammil Javed. Mr. Muhammad Saad Liaquat. Mr. Muhammad Subhan Yaqub. Mr. Muhammad Usman. Mr. Muhammad Usman Khalid. Mr. Muhammad Farooq Aftab. Ms. Nimra Aslam. Congratulations. Ms. Noor Alia. Congratulations. Ms. Noore Michel. Mr. Rana Asadullah Khan. Congratulations. Ms. Safa Imran. Ms. Saman Salam. Ms. Samin Ahmed. Ms. Shanza Liaquat. Mr. Suhail Mukhtar. Mr. Ashtar Abbas Naqvi is not present today. Mr. Syed Muhammad On Abbas. Congratulations. Mr. Usman Ali Khan. Ms. Wajiha Humayun. Mr. Zain Tariq. Ms. Zamzam Shabir. Ms. Zama Bilal. And Ms. Mishal Khan. Congratulations again to our graduating class of 2023 and to their families and friends. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. I just want to remind you there is high tea in the back, so please help yourself to some refreshments. I also want to make the announcement to return your gowns and collect souvenirs from the SAHSOL building. So again, students, please listen and pay attention. You can return your gowns and collect souvenirs from the SAHSOL building. At this time, I would like to call upon stage the students from SAHSOL or SOE to take group pictures.